Welcome to Community Connections. I'm Tom Laux, and today in the studio we have a motorcycle association here, and it's going to be happening in the summer in Wisconsin Rapids. And I have three individuals, and they're going to introduce themselves right now. So go ahead, Bruce.
I'm Bruce Beeman. I'm the Region E Director for the state of Wisconsin. We have 8 states in our region, going from Wisconsin to the Dakotas, from Missouri to Minnesota, and everything in between. And we're going to be having a rally here this summer.
All righty. And Don.
I am Don Walloch. I am part of the team of the chapter director here in Wisconsin Rapids, called Chapter K.
Well, you have a lot of different chapters, and we can talk about that as we get going. And your wife, Cheri.
That's right. I'm Cheri Walloch, Don's wife. We're co-directors of our Chapter K here in Wisconsin Rapids is where we're centered. And we're also part of the district team in that we do the newsletter and the website. And then we're also part of the region team, the newsletter editor. So.
Alrighty. Well, this is called the Gold Wing Road Riders Association. And there's a lot of stuff happening in the summer. Let's get right to some of those things so people get to know about it. But Bruce, you made a long trip. You're from Austin, Minnesota.
Yes, I am. And when Don called me and let me know that we were going to be doing this, I was more than happy to come over and share with the folks of Wisconsin and wherever about our upcoming Region E rally that will be happening right here in Wisconsin Rapids, August 6th, 7th, and 8th.
No,
7th, 8th, and 9th. I always do that. I'm thinking the other rally. Right here in Wisconsin Rapids, we have a lot of activities that are going to be going on. We have everything from seminars that will help educate riders on how to ride their motorcycles more safely. We have leadership training seminars. We also have a grand parade that is going to be helped by the City of Wisconsin Rapids Police Department. We're going to have some light shows. We have on-bike games, off-bike games. The Goldwing Road Riders Association's tagline is Friends for Fun, Safety, and Knowledge. And the reason we have that is because to have more fun at your sport, you should learn what it is. And so we have the knowledge and the leadership that teaches you not only to have fun out riding, but to do it safely.
Well, Don and Cheri, have you guys been members for a long time?
We joined in May of 2010.
Okay. So
and we saw how interesting GWRRA is and decided to join. There's a lot that GW does offer that you can't get anywhere else, and our main focus at the time was to get educated into how you operate a motorcycle, and they provide a lot of educational things.
Well, you guys get to enjoy riding those a lot. Or do you have Gold Wings yourself, or is it that name just from the motorcycle?
It was. Go ahead.
We do have a Gold Wing, right? It's a 2005. We've been everywhere from Maine to North Carolina, and last year went out to Yellowstone. And it's fun too in this organization because wherever you go, you've got family there. The GWRRA is an international association, like Bruce mentioned, and so you can jump, with the chapter from Fond du Lac, for example, and go out east, and everybody felt like you've known each other forever.
Well, let's talk about how you got this event that's going to come here in the summer to Wisconsin Rapids. It's you guys that did this, and the association as well, the people that are here in Rapids. How did you choose Wisconsin Rapids to do that this year?
Last year we had it in Norfolk, Nebraska.
Okay.
And the year before that we had it in Davenport, Iowa. And we were in Davenport, Iowa for 5 years, and the members in the region got kind of tired of Davenport, Iowa. Not that it's a bad place, but after 5 years they went, can you move it? So we went out to Norfolk, Nebraska, and as the region director, I select the site where the rally is going to be. And we tried to move it around a little bit while I was the director. So this year, last year actually, I said, you know what, we need to go, we were out west, we need to go east, but we're not going to go to Iowa, Illinois. So I started looking around. Last year I came to the Wisconsin rally, and started looking around for a location that would suit 300 Goldwing members. And this gentleman and his lovely wife walked up to me and said, "You need to consider Wisconsin Rapids." And I said, "Why would I want to go there?" And he says, "You come and check out the Hotel Mead, and you'll know why you want to come there." So after their invitation to come and join them, and we got a hold of the Mead, we came up and we took a tour of it, and we went, "Yep, this is definitely where we want to be in this year." So that's how it came.
All right, well, a lot of motorcycles will be coming through that time. What do people here, residents, can they come and see this, come to the events, get to know more about your club?
We encourage that. This event is open to the public. They can come. We encourage other motorcycle enthusiasts to attend to see and gather information pertaining to GWRRA.
GWRRA is this Goldwing Road Riders Association, but any person that owns a motorcycle can belong to the organization, and even if they don't own a motorcycle, they can belong to the association. The only real difference is a person that does not own a Goldwing cannot be an officer in GW. Okay, so they can be an associate member whether they ride a motorcycle or not, whether they ride a Goldwing or a Harley or a Suzuki or whatever it is, they can still belong. It's just to be an officer like myself or like Don and Cheri are, you have to own a Goldwing or a Valkyrie, and a Valkyrie is a Honda motorcycle as well. It's just it's the road cruiser rather than the touring bike.
Well, those Goldwings are one of the neatest motorcycles around. They have everything you can think of. It's like riding a Cadillac, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You know what the true definition of Honda is?
No, I don't.
Harley owners need dependable alternative.
That's a good one.
I have to say that because we're in Wisconsin, and guess where they're from. But we have quite a few Harley riders that belong to the GW organization, and we encourage anybody that has the love of motorcycling to come and join us and learn more about your sport so that we can be safer out there, so that we can teach the motoring public about what we are and what we do.
And I think that's one thing you guys are really big on is safety. Let's talk a little bit about motorcycle safety. Right now it's April. People are getting them out. They're getting on the roads. People have to watch out. The weather is going to warm up.
Hopefully.
What do people need to do when motorcycles are on the road? When it's even pedestrians walking or even cars, buses, you know, what should people be looking out for?
I don't know if you've seen that commercial where the guy pulls up the intersection and he looks this way and he looks this way and he pulls out and a motorcycle T-bones him, okay? The motorist needs to be aware that we're going to be out there. And the Goldwings are lit up like a Christmas tree. I mean, you cannot hardly miss us. But people, the first thing out of their mouth, there's 4 words, and they are?
I didn't see him.
Okay? It's because you're not looking for us. Okay, we are part of the motoring public, you know, and we're going to be out there. Now we all take courses to sharpen our skills, you know, as we're riding motorcyclists, you know. But everybody needs to sharpen those skills, not just the motorcyclists. You know, we all choose to wear different gear, and there's different. We have riding levels, and there's different levels of that. You know, all the way from a person that just says they're going to ride safe to a level 4 that signs a document saying they will wear all the gear all the time. That's a helmet, long sleeves, gloves, boots, jeans, the whole work. So, we educate people on every one of those steps that are going up. We also have what is called MAD. It's motorcycle awareness, and that we take out to the general public to say, you know what, we're out there. There are chapters that will put on a car wash, where they're not a car wash, but a window wash, where they'll go into a rest area, and as motorists pull in, they will wipe off their windshield and give them a pamphlet to make sure that you see us. You know, there's stickers that we put on that says, start seeing motorcyclists. And so there's all types of things that we do on the motorcycling end of things to let the public know that, hey, we're out there. from the motorcycling standpoint, being brand, going out for first time of the year, we need to be very aware of the sand that's out there, the salt that's out there, the fact that people aren't aware that you're there, the fact that you've sat all winter long, especially us folks up in the northern tundra, that we haven't been on our bikes all year long, that we need to maybe go out to a parking lot and do a little, safety check on ourselves, make sure we realize what the friction is, what our brakes are, to get reacquainted with the motorcycle.
The biggest thing, Tom, with this, and just to add to what Bruce is saying, is that this separates us from a lot of different groups. GWRRA does, is because we constantly do rider ed. We do it at our chapter level right here. We just went through a seminar at our last social meeting and stuff. We encourage people to attend those seminars because it's a constant reminder. You just don't get on a motorcycle and ride. You ride defensive. Those are our subtle reminders to our members and stuff. The protection against the things Bruce touched on with the public is to encourage them to come to an event just like the region is holding here, to get information pertaining to motorcycles and stuff, because we are out there. We are sharing the road with those people.
Well, your Chapter K, that's what you guys refer to as, there's events happening all year long, locally. How does someone get a hold of you or someone in Chapter K to get to be a member or get information, as we were talking about safety? Do they call you? I know there's a website, and we'll flash that right now on the bottom of the screen, your website, but can people call you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We have, and I'm not sure when this taping is going to run, but we have our mall show on Sunday, May 4th, right here at the mall. And that's a pretty big event. We have a lot of people coming out to see our beautiful motorcycles, and our membership people will be there with information if people want to find out more about it. And our phone number is plastered all over the website. As you can see on there, we're pretty easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, it's a great website. Again, GWRRA-WI.org, and that's the Wisconsin chapter that we can see. There's also a national one I saw. It's just
GWRRA.
Yep, and that gives you a little bit more.
Bet. And the thing that's really nice about it, you go on to GWRRA and you just put those initials in there. It'll come up. That'll be the national website. You can then go down to the region level, you can go to the district level, and you can actually go to the chapter level. It just keeps connected right on down. So if you're in Wisconsin Rapids and you don't know Don and Cheri and you want to get some information about the Goldwing Road Riders Association, just click on GWRRA. It'll take you to the national. You click on region, and it'll show you a map, and it'll show you the Wisconsin's part of Region E. You click on that, and it'll take you down to the district, and then all of a sudden their information is there.
Well, there's a lot of areas on that map for people to know where to go. You guys, again, is it just Rapids, or is it Wausau, Stevens Point? Is that included, or they have their own?
Well, they have their own.
Okay.
There's a map on the district website that they could go and find out where the chapters are based out of and stuff. But our geographically, we go for a long distance and stuff. We're, like I said, mainly based out of Rapids, but we've got Marshfield members all the way to Green Lake County and stuff in Wapaka area. So we cover geographically quite a distance.
Great.
But when you join GWRRA, you're a member of GWRRA. You can attend any chapter. You're just zip coded into that chapter by GWRRA.
You're not assigned a chapter.
Right.
You choose to call whatever chapter it is home.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the unique thing about it. I mean, I can leave here and go. Our main office, our national office, is in Phoenix, Arizona. I can go to Phoenix and go to a chapter, and I'm a member. And I mean, it's all about the members. I mean, we're all officers that are sitting here in this room, but the only reason that we're here and the only reason that the region exists and that the district exists is for the members of GW. You know, and they've hit on it a couple times about education.
Yep.
We're a 401c, and the only way we maintain that is because we educate our members on how to be safe in motorcycling.
Do you do any fundraising out there for the group? To be able to keep doing
At the
things?
chapter level, they'll have a fundraiser. It'll be a variety of different things, but at the district level, at the region level, our rallies is basically our fundraiser. I mean, we not only is there a fee to come and participate, but we'll have drawings and different things that are available there, and then that's where they get all of their education from as well.
All right. Well, let's talk a little more about this big event that's coming here this summer. I think that's really the neat thing. You're working with the city of Wisconsin Rapids, getting this all planned out. How many other kind of events are going to be happening during that time? Is there going to be some games for kids and things? Anything they can tease to? Some other little pieces that are going to happen that day, or is it still in the planning stages yet?
The agenda, she has the agenda sitting right in her lap. The agenda has all been set.
Okay.
There is enough to do at that rally, but there's too much for one person to do everything. Okay, so there's going to be seminars going on. There's going to be off-bike games. Off-bike games are little things you can do during the day that do not pertain to a motorcycle. There are actually on-bike games where you go out and you and your co-rider are on the motorcycle and you're doing whatever it is, an obstacle course, so to speak, set up. There's a bike show where you actually, most people shine their bikes up pretty good. There are a few that just put them in, but most people shine them up pretty good, and they are judged by the class they're in. So there's all kinds of things going on.
The one big thing that's there, even if you don't own a motorcycle and stuff, the ref truck is going to be there.
Okay.
Can you
tell me a little bit about that?
That's the one that's set up with the simulator, right?
Right. Our tax dollars paid for this. The state
Wisconsin is really unique because Wisconsin is the only one in our region anyway that has this thing. They bring it. It's a big semi-trailer, and they bring it in and they have simulators. You're on a motorcycle, and you're inside this semi-trailer, and they have a simulator, and you're on the simulator, and you go down. You pick the road that you want to take, and you go down this road, and it's like you're really out there. Different things will happen to you during it. Somebody will pull out, or a kid will run across, or a dog will jump out, or whatever. And then when you get all done, it then tells you just how great you are, and it's really quite humbling.
Yeah, it grades you on
Yes.
everything that you do and points out. It's actually, when you went through driver's ed, they had the simulators for that. This is on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And you asked about things for kids.
Yeah.
We have a great ice cream social on Thursday night. I'm sure the kids, little and big, will like.
Okay.
And that's actually out of Country Sports, south of town here. He's one of our sponsors. And so it's free ice cream out there for anybody that wants to come out.
That's a way of getting the local dealer involved with what's going on. Because if it wasn't for the local dealers, we wouldn't have Goldwings.
What kind of numbers are we looking at of motorcycles coming in that people could think of? 100, 200, 300?
We're hopeful that we get about 200 bikes.
Oh, great.
That's what we're hopeful for, and that's for the region rally. And they would probably hit 150 at your district rally, but at the Wingding, which is our national, and which is also happening here in Wisconsin, at Madison, Wisconsin. That's over the 4th of July. You're probably looking at about 10,000 motorcycles.
Okay. That's quite a few.
That's quite a few.
That's a lot.
But it'll be safe. It looks like the police department's going to help block off roads here locally. But again, people can come. There's really no charge for them to come to see what you guys are doing on that weekend. And it's not just the weekend, right? Let's stay those dates again for that. So they just have those.
It's August 7th, 8th, and 9th. On Thursday night, it starts with the ice cream social, and then Friday, as Bruce said, all of the different things, the seminars and games and things going on. Saturday afternoon, we're even going to have a Jim's Barbecue Shack. I think we're all familiar with in Rapids here. Is going to set up over at Ben Hansen Park for lunch for anyone that wants to stop by. And then our lighted parade as you mentioned, the police department is helping us with that on Friday night, and we'll have those routes posted because that really is a sight to see. I think our local people are going to really, enjoy that parade with all the lights and everything. It's going to go down the river through Port Edwards, back up through Beeman, and
That'll be neat. Now, is this going to happen rain or shine? If it does rain?
Rain or shine.
No matter what, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. There is a charge, though.
Okay.
There's no charge if they come and walk around and look at the motorcycles, and there's really no. And we're going to have a few vendors there, but Region E is really not a vendor opportunity for people. But if they want to attend the whole rally, there is a fee. Okay, and there's a pre-registration. You get a $5 break, and then if you pay at the door. But the difference between a chapter social, which they're the chapter directors, it's basically the local people around Wisconsin Rapids. The district rally is an opportunity for all of the chapters in Wisconsin to get together, as a Wisconsin district. The region rally is all 8 states, and we bring them in, and that's our opportunity to share stories, our writing stories from the years past up until today with our other brothers and sisters from throughout our region. And therein lies the difference. And then the national, which is Wingdang, that's where every vendor that you can imagine that has anything at all to do with motorcycling and Goldwings will be there. So there's real 4 very distinct differences between each one of those: chapter, district, region, and national.
And there's a lot of stuff on the website, so if our viewers here want to know more, just go to that website, give you guys a call. You're local here, right in Rapids, glad to help anybody out, and somebody wants to get involved in the association. I'm sure you're glad to help them out, get started. And I think a lot of people will be seeing you guys out about awareness right now. This is the time we talked about awareness.
Right.
I do want to ask you on the vest that you guys are wearing, how you get all the medals. I think some people might want to know. Tell me a little bit about, Bruce, yours. You have some, again, you're from Boston, Minnesota, so you have some Minnesota ones there. And then I just want to talk about yours as well. So just tell me a little bit. You got a sheriff one there too, I think.
Last year I can't even remember where we were. I don't remember where we were. I think we were down in Norfolk, Nebraska, and some couple of the guys went up and got him, and we were going to make you sheriff. So my wife and I were sheriff for the day, and I just haven't taken it off. But when I got him, when I went to a motorcycle international bike show up in Minneapolis, and I'm walking around, I came up on the Goldwing booth, and this guy was standing behind the counter. He's got this vest on, and I saw these wings, and I go, I want those wings. How much are they? And he says, you join GW, become a director, and you can have them. I don't want to do that. I just want the wings. Well, you can't have just the wings. So that's what those are. And they have different. The whites are directors, red's Rider Red, and there's another color. Okay. And then some of these are just different rallies. Like this is the Missouri rally. You get a pin. Illinois rally. You get a pin. Minnesota. I mean, it's that type of thing. And then we also have one for the Region E.
And that's the one that we know right there, though.
This one right here is the one that's what's going to be coming up. And as you notice, I've even got the hanger bar that says Wisconsin Rapids 2014 on it.
All right.
Okay.
I want one of those.
I know you do. If you want one of these pins and you want that hanger bar, you have to come to the rally to get it.
Okay. So someone could get one if they want.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
as a memento, a souvenir.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. And then this one here is Wisconsin.
Yep.
So.
All right, and Don, you have some there as well. So you're collecting as you go around. You've been doing a lot of riding, a lot of miles. You said earlier.
I'm going to interrupt for half a second.
Yeah.
To get this, that's a blue. That's an operations patch.
Okay.
You have to be a director to get that.
All right. Well, it's always a ways to work right up to.
Yes.
You just started in 2010, right? Mm-hmm. It's not that long ago, 4 years ago, and doesn't take long. So if people want to get involved, get in, but you got to have a Goldwing. Is that right? To
be an officer, you have to be. You have to Goldwing or a Velcro.
And you guys have one or two now, or you ride?
One.
You guys ride together.
I
is
like
that right?
to ride and look around. He's the driver.
He's the driver. All right. Well, we have just a few more minutes. I don't want to miss anything that maybe something you guys want to bring up here. I'll start with you, Bruce. Anything that you want to say about this, the association or the events that are coming up?
If you want to have a lot of fun, what people that are here to have fun and ride safe, If you notice, I don't know if they got one on, but one of the patches that I wear is a DQ patch. Gold Wings have a magnet that is inside that just kind of magically brings them into an ice cream place. So if you like ice cream and you like to ride a motorcycle, and if you have a Gold Wing or even one of the other ones, I mean, if you got the Cadillac, I mean, why not, right? Come and join us at the rally, find out what we're like, find out what kind of people we are, and I guarantee you'll join and have a blast.
Well, we have some great ice cream shops.
Yes,
Dairy
we do.
Street Cheese is one that I think a lot of people like to stop there. I know there's ice cream and cheese there, and some fudge and chocolate, you name it. But Don, how about you? Anything else that you want to mention about today?
I think Bruce covered
All right.
most of the points and stuff,
Great.
but we encourage, again, for people this gives them a great opportunity to come and learn what GWRA is all about by attending this region rally. We're very pleased. We worked hard to talk to Bruce and his staff to come to Rapids and just come out and get information in regard to GWRA, because it's not that same old let's get on a bike and ride. There's a lot of educational things.
Yeah, and it's really important because, you know, again, it's spring, but any time of the year. You can be in your peripheral vision and not see a motorcycle. But if it's in your mind thinking about it when you're driving, that's the way to do it. So,
Absolutely.
Sherry.
Well, we're, like Don said, and Bruce, we're excited to have this here, and so people see us around on that weekend of August 7th to 9th. We'll be patronizing a lot of restaurants and gas stations. Don't be afraid to come up to us and ask us about our bikes, or if you have any other questions, because we're always happy to talk about them.
All righty. Well, I want to thank you for bringing this event to Wisconsin Rapids here this summer. Summer's coming quick. Sometimes we don't think that's going to happen here. We're taping this here on April 24th, but it's coming up. August won't be too long around the corner, and you guys have events throughout the year. Again, there's one here May 4th. This might be done by the time we're done taping here, or that event be done, but it happens every year pretty much for you guys to get the word out. But the website's there for you. But again, thanks for coming. Thanks for making a trip, Bruce. Appreciate that, and get all that information out to our area residents, and they can come down and see what you guys are all about. All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you again for joining us here on RCCA's Community Connections, and we'll see you next time.